mentioned, I said, at any point when I've ever given you advice as a manager, like we would talk and have managerial talks,
Hmm.
why is it that you never took my advice when I told you what to talk about on live and when I did, when like what not to? So
Mm.
why is it okay for you guys to tell her it's cool for you to do what you do on your platform, but it's not okay because of us? And I said, because she makes millions of dollars and I don't,
Mm. Hmm.
right? Money doesn't give you the power to sit here and try to silence somebody when we're talking in a general conversation. And there was people in the comments who came in with one type of mindset and they came in strong, and we talked things out and they were able to see my point of view and we were able to see their point of view in many different conversations, right?
Hmm.
So then it became of, I'm not trying to silence you. Well, when you say to change the subject or y'all shouldn't be talking about this, that's to be silenced, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that was really like something that um um
I wanted to say it was also said that we were going to make it worse by talking.
yeah.
Just
So the page of TT22, so there's somebody who decided to, so at a perfect opportunity when all of this happens and I make the decision to leave, right? Let me just make this comment. Snipe Goat left before I did. So people are stating that I didn't, I left first. Snipe Goat left before me. And we had talked about it. We talked about it before, and he left, and then I made the decision to leave. I just went a little bit more public with it because of the platform that I had. And so when that happened and I decided to leave, somebody decides to pretend that they're me on a fake page or dish out dirty laundry because if I've got already a target on my back, why not go ahead and dish out some things that were spoken about in the private chat that are only 30 people, right?
Mm.
Um, so my problem is not with that. My problem is to the fact that, and I told Sunny, the fact that you didn't know my judgment, like you had a bad judgment of character when it came to that because you believed it, that it was me.
Mm.
For everything that I've done and supported you and wrote for you because nobody ever would in the way that I did,
Mm.
it's offensive,
Mm.
right? That you didn't, you know, you talked about knowing me and things like that, but to think that I would ever leave and go ahead and dish out dirty laundry, create a Reddit page, do all these things, like if you ever speak to me, you know that like I'm that's nothing I'll never do. For me,
Mm.
to this difference is let me say something. For the thousands of dollars that I've spent, you think I give a damn about spreading a 20-year-old's dirty laundry? If I wanted to do that, I would have done it. But where does it get me?
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere. For what? For me to bash other creators? No.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the reason? So there was no love interest in Sunny. There was none at all.
Mm-hmm.
So um so that's kind of like where that's at and that stands. And so when I stated my message, because I went public with it in the Discord, I got no follow-up text. I got
Oh.
a that's real with 100 emoji, right? That was the response. So for somebody who, like, that's hurtful. Like I won't sit here and say that that's not hurtful, right? Like at the very least, to you have my number, you could have called or anything like that if I was as real to you as you said I was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the part is kind of like confusing on that sense. And like I said, there's just kind of things of allegations of me being somebody that I'm not, and sitting here just spreading all these rumors about stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it's it's insane. Part of my decision, again, when I talk about morals on how you move, does it have a part to do with your relationship? Yes, but I have no ill intention. I have no ill feelings towards Dedrick,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm a mod for Dedrick, right?
Oh, I didn't even
Um,
know that.
yeah, Sunny has made me a mod on Dedrick's page on both pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's no ill intentions towards him,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just on your choices for it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think at least at my age, nobody. Why is it still fun and games to be toxic in love? Why can't we be calm in love? That toxic shit is so old,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to go through you got to go through what you do in regards to that.
Mm-hmm.
And so somebody just said, and I outed him about the 80K. Yeah, so I knew about that 80K before before the public knew about it. Absolutely. So did 30 other people in a private chat.
Mm.
And so did 30 other people. And did I I stated on there, I'm going to go to Ashton's live and I'm going to comment it because um, I need her to know or something like that. We were talking about that. The whole private chat was it egged on? Absolutely. So for the people who are sitting here saying, "Oh, but I said it first," but you supporting it, right? Like that's the only thing that I stated. It's gonna come out publicly. You want to know why? Because Sunny talks about everything on live. So I went into her chat and I said, asking for 80K is insane, right? When and I'm gonna talk. The reason why I'm gonna touch bases on this is because it's already out. It's not to talk about. It's not to spread drama or anything, but asking for 80K to keep a relationship or a female with you is absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
I do also want to say I heard whispers, obviously, throughout the TikTok
mhm.
streets. We're hearing little whispers. People are DMing me. They want me to put her on the list for this, for that. I'm like, if I don't see it and I don't have facts, I'm not talking about it. So today when y'all came to me, I was like, oh shit, so this is real. This is true. I thought all this stuff was just, people capping online for some T pages or something. But for y'all to come forth and confirm or, clear up is a big thing. So I hope that y'all in the comments are actually listening before just judging, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, the reason why I'm touching on it is because it's already been out in the public and confirmed by Sunny and things like that. So I don't want to sit here and make it seem like um, I'm just sitting here spreading false narratives or anything like that. But yeah, that's my whole point. So when that happened, and all of us literally had stated like, don't do it. It's not worth it. All this advice, pushing it like you need to just leave it. And then you go and start to hang out with, like, you leave him publicly and then start to hang out with him on the low. It's like it's a slap in our face too, because we're all just um I don't know why Tiana's in it and it's still in the chat. Thank you. So sitting here and just like saying that is just like again, it's something that was to be kept like on the down low and then it got put out publicly, but that's the same thing with every single thing. Like I said, it's not to bash anybody, but when you publicly say I'm done, and then we're as invested into you and our friendship as a group in the talking about in the private chat, and then you decide to associate yourself with somebody who stated I'd get back with you or we get back together or something like that if you give me the 80K. Those are just values and morals that I could never tolerate in my personal life. So for me to sit here and talk about being positive and all this and that, but to keep somebody close in my life who would allow that kind of behavior in theirs, I'd be a hypocrite. So
Absolutely.
with our morals not aligning together, that was why I had to make the decision to leave, right? And I think for me, I left in the most respectful way that anybody could have or should have would have ever done. And so I think when you take a step back and realize like I'm not a messy person where it comes to like there's a lot of shit that I know that's not who I am, but just don't ever speak on my character. That's one thing. You can never ever ever speak on my character, because at the end of the day, I've been there for you in a way that nobody else has, nobody else will. From gifting, from modding, from running your Discord every single day, from talking to you from night in the morning, like nobody can ever say that at the end of the day. So, like I said again, just to sit here and assume that it was me who is leaking all this dirty laundry because somebody wants to put a target on my back is insane. It's insane, and that shows that you don't have good friends around you because it's all of them who are sitting here saying that it's me. So that's kind of where I'm at in that kind of headspace and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And, both of you are very clearly speaking truth because you're not tripping over words. You're not, going back on what you're saying. All of this is really what you've endured and what you've been through. And I'm really, really fortunate to have a platform where I can give y'all an extra voice. I do want to also ask y'all, is there any specific rumors or any specific allegations that y'all want to clear up on your end in your own voice for yourself?
Alex, you want to crack at that first?
Yeah, without saying exactly what it is, if you know, that crap that got leaked, I 110% had.
You're getting bashed for it in such a way, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my address and things like that, and now to the fact that like my girl shit is about to get leaked
Mm.
because of somebody in her private chat. Like, that's not cool. I called her up and I told her, I'm like, bro, handle that. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's just like when you like if you come for her, you're coming for me, and that's where I have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
And
I'm
that's
saying?
what we
Like,
all felt. I can say that's all what we felt. Like I never had a problem with Sunny. I never felt like she was
right.
this big whatever. I just felt she's young, she's dumb, she's rich. That's what it looks like sometimes,
Yeah.
period. So I said, I will respectfully have conversations if something pops up that I feel like I need to speak about. When it came to the allegation of her saying the N-word the other day, I spoke about it because I had every right to, and I did. But
Absolutely.
prior to that, I had no facts about anything to speak up about. But would I ever
Hmm.
just sit there and bash her and bash her? No. But I did say you straight up said it. You should have had remorse and moved on, but you didn't. It's that simple. But it's crazy what it looks like if you do not agree with the lightning bolt crew. Like if you don't agree
Amen.
anyway, you're getting bashed, trashed, and dragged all across TikTok. It's
Hmm.
insane. That shit is not cool.
And I think that that's something, right, when sometimes when you're so lost in the sauce and unfortunately all up in that, you don't really see it. When you take a step back and realize how many other creators there are that speak like so well and want to speak the truth, like you, and like somebody that I watch is like top tier Crystal. Like, again, there's people who utilize
Yes.
their platforms in the right way. Like, why is it that us as a generation, we're so sucked into this drama,
Mm-hmm.
so sucked into this drama?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's incredible. Why is it that we don't spend more time watching some serious stuff, like things
Mm-hmm.
that matter in the world? But
Mm-hmm.
we want to be so wrapped up, especially the Miami drama. That's the worst one of them all.
And I feel like it's because we're replacing reality TV with live streams. TV with live streams. It's so easy to
Absolutely.
go on TikTok and watch your favorite streamer who has some drama every day. It's really easy to do that. That's why I've cut like some of my content, like the most juicy, tea, whatever that I will ever produce is on one day of the week on Sunday, the list.
Hmm.
Whoever did something to me, whatever bullshit I seen, whatever it is, I put on the list once a week and I move on. I have so many other things to do. I'm a nail tech. I make content. I'm starting YouTube. Like I have other things to do. I will give one day of drama and mess and I'm gonna move on. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, every single day, how is that not so consuming of who you are as a person to where you become a drama fiend? You're steady looking for what's the next clout chase, what's the next view puller, what's the next drama you can stir up to get, like, that shit is draining. I don't even want to
Absolutely.
put myself through that, let alone my mods, let alone my support group. The Knicks Navy, yeah, we love a little bit of mess here and there. Yeah, it's funny, ha ha ha. But sometimes it's not, and it gets serious. I've been doxxed. I've had other people been doxxed. People's looking for people's intimate conversations and intimate,
Yeah.
information. It gets dangerous sometimes. It's
Right.
not cool. So I
Right.
totally agree with you.
Right. Yeah. And that's the biggest thing about it, right? Like you literally just touched it, and it's crazy because you said it, and it kind of triggered because it's like you didn't want to put your mods through that. I think so. Let me just say that Sunny decided to unmod all of her mods besides three people, right? And that's completely okay, right? You got to make the decision that's best for you. But when you were trolling with the internet and you were doing all these things and having these conversations that you know would trigger the chat to go crazy, why is it that you never thought about the mods in that time?
Mm-hmm.
So when I would call you or text you and say sub only, you said no. Why? Because you feed off of the drama, right? You
Mm-hmm.
didn't think about the mods and how crazy we were going because we were in the private chat, literally saying like annoyed as to why you wouldn't go on sub only.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
never, ever, ever were concerned about us at that time.
Mm-hmm. And as
So
a big
guess what I did?
creator,
So uh-huh.
as a big creator, that's a part of our job to protect our mods because at the end of the day, the mods handle a lot of business. A lot.
Right.
It's a lot of shit that I'm not reading the comments half the time, like real shit. And sometimes they will have to text me and be like, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And I'm attentive to my mods because they handle, they're my team, bro. I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all know about Rihanna, but that's my motherfucking girl. She came up with the same people from the bottom to the top. That's my exact same platform goal. The same mods I have
Right.
right now, I want on my team when I'm walking runways, when I'm on a TV show, when I'm looking at contracts. That's what I want. So I
Amen.
take it serious what kind of platform and environment I have for my mods. You feel me?
Yep.
So I feel like and I'm not as big as Sunny. I don't got a milli. I only got 100K. But it still matters to build that foundation from the beginning to the top. And that's
Yeah.
unfair to you, to Alex, to every single mod to not take into consideration y'all's feelings and y'all's time. Your time. Like what?
Yeah. I think that's the thing. And I think